ministers around, all the church leaders with us, senior civil servants, wananchi wa Embu County na wageni wetu, hamjambo. Hamjambo. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I begin by thanking you all for coming to witness my swearing as the first governor of Embu County. You realize that some of our political leaders are not with us. He sent me with their apologies to you because they are doing national duties in Naivasha with the president-elect, Mheshimiwa Uhuru Kenyatta. They are doing national duty there, and we want them to continue their important duties. So apologies from Senator Rene Kivuti, apologies from Manyata MP, Honorable Muchiri, apologies from Honorable Mutava Musiemi, Mheshimiwa wa Mbeere South, apologies from Honorable Jagagwa, Mheshimiwa wa Mbeere North. Mmezipokea? Asante sana. This is the culmination of your voting on Monday, 4th March 2013. You turned up in big numbers to exercise your democratic rights. I'm touched and humbled by your magnanimity. I thank those who voted for me, but also thank those who did not vote for me. I will serve you all because I have today become governor for all of you. This is the promise I will keep. I have just taken an oath of office before a leadership judge, and I can assure you I will keep every promise I've made here before you. Today is a special day for this county. It is a birthday for the Embu County. Today is a very special because it is a day when we, the residents of Embu County, are going to make the first step in a journey of 1,000,000 kilometers towards our vision for this county, which is a prosperous and united Embu County where everybody will live and enjoy equal opportunities in wealth creation and employment. To achieve this vision, we must all work together. The youth, the wazés, the men, the women, the residents of the towns and urban areas, and the residents of the rural areas, those who won elections, and those who did not succeed. Please all join me. Let us work together to achieve prosperity for Embu County. The other reason which makes today a special day is the birth of 47 county government by the Kenya Central System of Government. This is one of the most transformative changes since the new constitution was promulgated. Article 174 of the new constitution requires me as your governor to ensure that you, my people, participate fully in the running of the Embu County government. We shall run the county together. Don't say serikali ni ya shieko, ni ya sisi sote. Accordingly, our government will accept and implement the wishes of Wanjiko, the wishes of Maregu, the wishes of Rwamba. The 7 ways to prosperity. May I now briefly take you through the 7 ways we shall ensure that Wanjiko, Maregu, Rwamba realize prosperity. 1 will be infrastructure. The first pillar of development in our county will be infrastructure. This will involve developing motorable roads throughout the county. It will involve bringing water and electricity to all the houses in the county, towns, institutions, and factories. That is a promise I will undertake. The second pillar, ladies and gentlemen, towards wealth and employment creation in this county will be agriculture, development of agriculture, and exploitation of our natural resources. Together, we intend to transform our agriculture from subsistence farming to commercial farming, comprising of quality seeds, subsidized fertilizers, value addition, and ready markets where farmers will earn adequate funds. Some of examples of what we shall do will suffice. One, I'll soon be meeting the coffee farmers to agree on how we are going to put up a coffee mill. I think Embu is one of the few, Embu County, one of the few counties in this region without a mill, a coffee mill, so that we can increase our coffee farmers' earnings. Two, shall meet tea farmers in order to agree how we can market their tea through auctions within Embu County, as opposed to going to Mombasa. Three, we shall avail land in Ogweri to NCBB to put up maize depot so that our farmers can store their maize and sell it when it is well stored. While we shall identify investors to put a dairy factory for processing of our milk in Kedemo within this year. As for our natural resources, we are determined to create great wealth in the county by identifying and mining rare minerals only found in Mbere, while encouraging better use of sand from Mbere to manufacture water filters for selling in the whole of Eastern Africa and in the Comesa region. This we shall start this year. Ladies and gentlemen, our tourism development within the county will cover, among other things, opening up southern route to Mount Kenya and putting up tourist resorts in Moya National Reserve. The southern route to Mount Kenya will be the most advantageous to the tourists because with a telescope from our region at southern part of Mount Kenya, the tourists will be able to see Kilimanjaro from Mount Kenya and see Indian Ocean from Mount Kenya. The third pillar, ladies and gentlemen, to wealth and job creation in the county will be creating, enabling, and empowering environment suitable for trading, investing, and industrialization. May I quickly go to the fourth pillar towards prosperity for my people, which will comprise of several innovative approaches that will be managed by the youth, for the youth and women, which will include Youth Talent Academy in Embu, which will include a modern stadium where we are now. This stadium will change to international standards. It may not be in the TNA manifesto, but I want to assure you, my people, I'm going to cooperate with international investors, what we call public-private partnership, to ensure this stadium is of international standards. We shall still work on the youth and the women, the most disadvantaged people in the community, to establish micro businesses by hundreds of youth and women starting this year. Next week, I'm sending some researchers to tell me what we can do with our most disadvantaged youth so that they can learn micro enterprises as soon as possible. The fifth pillar of our development will be education. At the moment, the counties have been delegated to deal with pre-primary education and youth polytechnics. We shall undertake that role well and ensure the foundation of our children, the young kids in their formative age, are taken care of. However, we shall liaise with the national government. We shall intervene to ensure we participate in the development of primary and secondary education so that we can ensure no kid leaves school in standard 8. We want our kids in this county to learn up to Form 4, where they are 18 years where they can be employable and not leave school at standard 8. We shall also, in liaison with the private sector, ensure that there is a university or university college in every constituency in Embu County. We want to be the center of education in this county. Now, let's go to the 6th pillar, which will bring prosperity. The 6th pillar of development is of healthy people. It will be the responsibility of the county government to ensure there are quality and adequate health services throughout the county. Hence, our government will adequately equip and staff our dispensaries, health centers, and district hospitals, while ensuring that they have adequate medicine. Adequate sanitation as a way of promoting good wealth. We shall implement that. Number 3, liaise with the national government to ensure quality health services are provided by level 4 and level 5 hospitals, while asking the national government to upgrade Embu General Hospital to Revaro Hospital, so that we don't have to go to Kenyatta Hospital. Finally, the 7th pillar that will lead Embu to prosperity is prudent, efficient, and effective management of the county's public fund, human resources, materials, machineries, equipment, and all the county natural resources for further wealth creation and employment creation. Our government will realize this objective by implementing the following 4 steps this year. Step number 1, coming up with a 5 years visionary master plan. I was able to come up with a 20 years master plan for Kenya Airports Authority. It will be easy for me and my experts to come up with a 5 years master plan, which will plot how we are going to execute these 7 pillars for prosperity of this county. Number 2, second step, to enhance our resources, prepare annual budgetary priorities, which we shall start next week. Number 3, establish county revenue authority. I'm not talking of KRA, I'm talking of Embu CRA. We are going to have an authority to ensure that the resources of this county are corrected fully, because they are not being well corrected at the moment, and that they are well utilized. Number 4, increase the county revenue collection base. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, may I emphasize that the aforementioned 7 pillars of bringing about wealth and employment creation in our beloved country will require hard work by all of us, you and me. It will not be business as usual. It is going to be business unusual for all of us. We must all be mindful of each other by being each other's keeper. We don't want to be like Cain, who could not acknowledge Abel as his brother. On my part, I wish to assure you that I will be a listening governor and a servant leader. We will serve you all to the best of my ability. Finally, may I once again thank all of you for attending this function and for listening to me. May God bless you, my people. May God bless our beloved Embu County. Be blessed. Cheko! Cheko! Cheko inaanza sasa kwa sababu nimepewa power zote za kufanya kazi. Sivyo? Pole sana, nilikuwa nimesahau. Apologies of my MP huko Runyenjes, Honorable Cicely Mbarire, who is with his colleagues in Naivasha doing national duty. Mmepokea hizo apologies? May I now introduce you to the First Lady, Mrs. Wambora. Ngino Wambora wiko. Uko wapi? Cheko! Cheko! Ianze leo. Salimia, salimia.
Andra twa Embu ni namukethia mwega. Maretwa Andresia Muthoni wa Nyaga Wambora. Nitukuruta wira twi vamwe. Thank you negoka gutumiriria na twi vamwe muno. Thank you.
Asanteni, thank you very much.